What's up? What's up? What's up? It's Goody. Welcome to the show. It is me, your girl Laborly, aka Cat Lee, and
You have now turned into Ambitiously the podcast.
listen, we are here. We are here. I'm waiting on my compadre to tell me that everything is good. Let me see. But anyway, we are here today. We are okay. Yeah, the tapping. The tapping. All right, so we are here today. Is one of what has become one of my beloved shows. I get to chop it up with Doc, who's all the way in Georgia. Shout out to Georgia. Let's go. Um, we get to have a conversation about some things that are near and dear to our hearts. Some things are not necessarily things that we remember, but then we, go back and reflect upon whatever it is that we got going on. Our eyes. Hi, Rock, honey. Hi, darling. Hey, Bookie. Okay, so Doc is in the building. He said audio and video was good, so we can continue. But what comes to be, I wanted to do something a little different, so I'm gonna spring something on Doc in a second that I would never spring things on him like this, but I was feeling a little salacious, and so okay, I'll talk about that in a minute. Remember, you can join the conversation. You can drop a comment. Hi, Rock, honey. You can call in. You can text. I'll read it live while we're here doing whatever we do. Also know that if you call in, you will be live on air. So just be on your best behavior. Also, if by chance you get me to drop the link, I might. Some of y'all just don't know how to behave though, and that's why I do not. But if I do, if I am feeling so generous, and be on your best behavior, you can ask me to drop the link too, and I might. For any means necessary, if you would like to contact us, contact at ambitiouslyent.com, contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. I'm trying to keep it moving because I gotta get Doc in here real quick. Check out our website. You can find anything that we have going on our website, www.ambitiouslyent.com. Okay. I think I've covered, for the most part, everything that we needed to cover. Okay, my mic was oddly in. I don't know. What's going on? We good now? Because I'm about to bring you in. Sleep to Rock. Hi, Rock. I'm bringing you in now. Are we good?
Yo, tap in Tuesday.
Yeah, happy Tuesday. We are in the building. I was scared for a second.
How does my mic sound?
It sounds like you have absolutely nothing in that room.
Okay, but does it sound normal as before or sound lower?
It sounds normal. Just sounds like you have nothing.
I was doing some stuff with my equipment and stuff, so I was moving it around, and I think I must have hit something. So I think that's why I was acting all crazy. But also, yeah, I need to put up a plant or something in this room But
Yeah, just a little, a little oxygen. I just got to listen. I
little oxygen.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 in my room. A plant could do you some good.
I'm gonna figure out something. I might go old school, find some like old posters or something, or order some online and put like hip hop stuff like over here or over there or something like that. I don't know.
But oxygen sounds good.
I have a bit over my head.
Oxygen sounds good. Like I said, I got 6 of them in here. 6 plants. I believe in breathing fresh air, oxygen.
Okay.
Anyway,
Look.
what?
Hey, you big purr.
Hey, you big purr. Catnip. Anyway, so catnip. Hi, Doc, honey.
Hello, cat.
Hi. We also want to show big love to Rock. He's in the building. Salute
to Rock.
Salute to Rock. We saw him and we wanted to make sure that we show him big love. We know what you're here, boo. Hi, darling.
Acknowledge the officer and the gentleman.
You know what I mean? You gotta show love to Rock. So I decided to do something out of our norm.
Okay.
You know how we've been either or, so we've been doing movies and we've been doing music,
Mm-hmm.
or anything that was related to music anyway.
Okay.
I felt like we should just spice it up a little bit and go in both the bags. So whatever bag I pick up from the floor, I put it on the floor on purpose, is whatever we talking about.
Okay. Look, I'm with it. Spice to life. Spice to life.
I was like, I don't want to throw this on my boo, but
I could work with it because I don't know the movies as much as you do. I do know the music though. So look, in the music sense, in the words of Exhibit, paparazzi, what you see is what you get now.
It's a conversation.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
It's a conversation. So I'm gonna open both the bags. I'm gonna mix them up.
Oh, doing a little mix and match, dump them together. Are you like, are you just taking some out of one, some out the other, putting it in something else and seeing what you get?
I'm just gonna grab for right now, even though I do like the idea. Maybe, okay, maybe I'll throw them on the floor and then mix them up.
Okay, it's like memory lane gumbo.
Yeah, I think I don't know that all of them are gonna fall out of the bag, but I just
we could say something for later. Gumbo is best like the next day.
I'm gonna have to pick all of this up later, and you don't even know on the low I have OCD, so I'm gonna have to pick this up. So, okay, hip hop. Run DMC.
What? Who?
Run DMC.
Oh, Run DMC. Ladies first.
Oh, sorry.
Look,
my
Adidas.
Oh my gosh! I just went through a whole listen. So, Run DMC for me, I was a little tickling. But it was like it was a gradual progress. So I went from hearing them as a little girl to hearing, it was a progression. And then we went to Father Run and then DMC with the throat problems. Mm-hmm. And then Jam Master Jay and that whole situation, which is R.I.P. In my whole heart, that's a travesty. But what I will say is decades and decades of them, and Remember when we had the conversation about how long it took them to get Michael Jackson and it took for them to do Thriller? The other conversation was that you had to have Aerosmith
All
with
the MTV conversation, getting your music video on.
yeah, you feel me? You had to have that for that to happen for MTV.
Mm-hmm.
So, in my opinion, I would say they are on my hierarchy of because they broke down barriers that were barriers for us, whether we choose to admit it or not.
Fully agree. Fully agree.
So I will digress, sir.
Okay.
Parliament.
So we are the same age. So that's one thing. You said I was a little girl. I'm like, I remember being just a young boy, not a little boy. I just remember being a young boy when I heard Run DMC. My uncle, he used to play Run DMC a lot. And that I remember my Adidas. And just that whole the interesting thing about the era to me is there's an element of the style, of the look, the fashion of hip hop that resonates way more with me than the music, I would say at the time, because I think of Run DMC, I do think of Adidas, Kangos, the track suits, the big dookie chains. That is but my uncle, my uncle's only like what, 8 years older than me. He was that guy. And he was that to me. He's the one that it was all about the BMW. I remember when he went to Job Corps. So I remember when he got out of Job Corps, he got a good like industrial job. And was he welding? He was doing something very industrial, but he had the car. I think it was a Maxima. I forgot what year. It was one of them. Oh, but it was like, to me, it's associated in my mind because he was like the coolest dude other than my father in my life at the time.
Right.
He had the Alpine system, wore the track suits. I mean, he still had the laces in his Adidas and stuff, but he was the epitome of like that. And keep in mind, this is in the Midwest too. My other half of my family from St. Louis, Missouri. But it was all of that. But it was because he was young, had money, and that was the thing.
Right.
Love. He'd be like, "Hey, what you want to do today?" I'm like, "I don't know." He like, "You want to roll with me?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Like, of course I do.
All right, we gonna make a couple of runs. We're gonna stop at the candy store, get some ice cream. I gotta go to the music store, and he's actually half the reason that I love hip hop so much because he was before hip hop was hip hop, but all I knew was him and hip hop, and that's the foundation of what it was. But no, Run DMC, the tapes, pop in the tape, let it knock. This wasn't with subs in your trunk, though. This wasn't with subs in your trunk. It was just that your head unit had to be the good one. There was apparently the Alpine. Your head unit was good, and you used to, if you was good enough, you can get the Kenwood speakers. I remember Alpine and Kenwood. That was like the thing.
Right.
I used to roll with my uncle. He would go to his friend's house, and I knew all the rap songs. But I think I was like 9, 10, maybe.
Right.
They used to look. He knew all the lyrics to the songs, and I'm up there just rapping. I just know the lyrics to the songs, and I'm just rapping. But that was my thing with Run DMC. And then as it progressed to music videos with MTV, like you said, I used to, Why did it take Run DMC to get Aerosmith to walk this? I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying that was a struggle in the South.
Exactly. And I was like, why did it take that to get to that? But hey, I'm glad that they made it. They're there. But Walk This Way. But I knew Walk This Way, but that was always a weird thing because I remember he used to tell me, they said it's gonna be a fad and everything. And he was like the Furious 5 era and everything, and also Blondie with Fab Five Freddy. He had those tapes or those albums. We didn't listen to albums in the house. We didn't listen to the tapes. But it was that thing like it's gonna be a fad. I think it's gonna be the biggest thing ever. And now if I reflect back in my head, I was like, my uncle told me something that I just couldn't understand because of my age. But the part, it is like the biggest thing ever. And then fast forward when hip hop did started changing, it became more of it wasn't mainstream, but more accepted. And then I remember like Down with the King,
yeah,
all those. So
man. I will say, despite everything that's going on, and it's almost to me like they build it up to break it down, like they trying to. Never mind me and my conspiracy theories, but
let me know. We still early in the show, so let me know.
We still early. I'm not. It's almost like they built the culture up, right? Because it was a money making process. It was, you know what I mean? Like they could make money from it.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as ninjas got smart and got wise to how the money should be rolling out, like they found a way to break it down, and then they are breaking it down even more because we are seeing even more of what we are capable of doing, and it's just crazy. That's a conversation.
I don't want to.
We got this Discord popping, so we could really have these conversations, because there's really so much that I want to say that I can't say, because you know what I mean. But I utilize certain resources, but once you,
I don't think they built it up to break it down. I think when it was supposed to be a fad, and because it was so different from the mainstream pop culture, that the people with the money or the kids that actually could buy the albums and tapes, they gravitated to it, and it became a mix of rebellion to that side. It's, to me, this is what I was always assume about it, especially when I understood what punk was, especially overseas, over the pond. It was just a rebellion to young people. The difference is in America that if the hip hop music was created from the struggle, and majority of it started with talking about the struggle, or after it, the struggle is still there, but it's more of like, this is me, this is who I am, this is what I can do. The rebellious side of it is in America. If you want to be that other thing, in America, rap was technically punk. That's why the other side, white people, gravitated towards it, and that's why the money started really rolling in. The problem now to me is that there are artists that are in the hip hop / rap game that just want to make money, and they just know it's a way to make money. It's losing the ability for the art. It's losing the ability for the art of the battle, the art of competition. It's more of, I just need a hot song. It gets popping. I'm gonna collect this check, and then I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do next. Either make another hot song or try to flip this to some business deal, some promotion, something else. But it's just becoming a money-making machine now. And also the internet plays a part in it. I love the internet, don't get me wrong. But now music is so unregional that when you hear music, it doesn't, to me at least, it doesn't sound as special anymore. And that's the thing. It's a money maker because there's a framework for how songs can go. And the only songs that really pop a lot nowadays to me are the kind of the off weird ones, kind of, unless you're just rooted in a certain style that is the prominent style.
All right. So there are some counter reflection on that. And I'm gonna say that this is just a genre.
Mm-hmm.
Through the dawn of time, when it comes to our people, we've had genres. All of these genres have been a money-making scheme for the other people.
Them, yeah, I know. Yeah.
So we get, just like I said yesterday when I was reporting the whole Beyonce situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like she should be able to make country music because she's a country girl. You feel me? Like,
yeah,
she's a country. She came from Texas. She can make Hold'em, Texas all she want. Why? Because she came from Texas. I feel like she should be able to make all the country music she should want to fucking make. Sorry, I'm probably above my
You a
time.
minute above, but we go. No, I fully agree that she should be able to make any. The problem is that
I'm not finished though.
oh, go ahead. I'm
Right.
sorry.
So it is what it is. But throughout the dawn of time, what has been for us something that perhaps we feel from our souls, we are creators, we build the infrastructure to what is greatness in all things that we do, right? But in every facet of every type of music that you hear right now, it's an element of African heritage in there. You feel me? Rock and roll, pop, hip hop. Hip hop is just a genre of but at the end of the day, this for them is a money making situation. It's not a conversation for us to have about what it is creatively for us. For them, it's a money making situation. And that was the whole point that I was getting to in the beginning. Like, it don't matter to them. This is why we have these conversations, like Beyonce making a country album, although she come from Texas and she totally should make a country album. You feel me? Like, this is why we have these conversations, because once it's taken from us, they expect us to hop back into that lane. You feel me? Like, all right, well, get back here. We are the root of all. You feel me? So it is what it is. You wouldn't have no country music without blues. You wouldn't have pop, rock, R&B, hip hop. Hip hop is scatting. They've done that. They just niggas been rhyming.
Yeah.
It's beyond 50 years of hip hop, but this is not a conversation we ready to have. Niggas been, we've seen it. It's been on the internet. Niggas been scatting and putting it together and rhyming, and it be dudes back there on the drums in the bed. You know what I'm saying? This is not new. This is not a new conversation.
And if you're talking about the money part, what is Q-Tip and Tribe Called Quest say? Rule 4080: record companies are shady. They want the money. They're not really shady. They just want the money. They'll hustle you out of your money. Or swindle. What's the word you used the other day? Swindle. They used a funny word the other day. I was like, he didn't do it because you gave it, but that's what record companies do.
I don't know what I said. Swindling. I don't know. I might have said swindle. I don't know. I'm an old lady, and I've been old since I was 17 years old. I've been an old ass lady, so I probably said swindle. I don't know.
But industry rule 4080: record companies are shady, but it's a money-making machine, and it makes a lot of money. I have to give that respect because it saves a lot of people and their families, but the person that's making the money, respect your talent, respect the culture, and make it something worthwhile for your generations after you, if that's the case.
All right, so let's move on, because we are what. All right, I'm looking at the time too. I might have to stay short on the time. Sometimes it happens. We're gonna move on because we got a movie right after that conversation. It was a good conversation though. Enlightening. A good conversation. You feel me? But we're gonna move it on, and just so happens it happens to be a movie that I picked off of the floor after I made this mess that's gonna drive me crazy. And the movie that I picked up from off of the floor was Malcolm X.
Okay.
So we all know it started as a biography. Rumor has it that Alex Haley and Malcolm X sat down and they wrote it down. This is what we've been told to believe. You feel me? If you watch Roots, and then you watch the how the autobiography that was turned into the wasn't that James Earl Jones
For
that
Roots.
Alex Haley for the autobiography situation.
Oh, that played him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Alex Haley. I think. Well, I think he played. Didn't he play him throughout Roots? Period. It's a long journey, and this is what I tell people about their everyday living. You don't know where you absolutely come from. You could test, and every day it changes. You learn more and more. Like even after you swab and match your DNA to all these hundreds of thousands of people, because that's what generally, in essence, happens. And then you find out that you got these certain lineages within you. It's still a long conversation about where you come from, but if you can just get that little guarantee that most of you come from Africa, it's a plus.
Yeah.
It's a plus. It's like, oh, I won. So anyway, but when it comes down to Malcolm X, this is based upon the autobiography that was written by Alex Haley, but with a twist because Spike Lee was in charge of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Denzel played Malcolm X.
Red.
It was a weird place for me because for the visual, now acting wise, Denzel gives me life every time.
Okay.
Like you better serve it up, Denzel. He do. I ain't gonna lie. If it's an actor out there that I really and he don't really serve up too many different renditions of himself in his acting, but in his acting, it's good. Do you feel?
Yeah, no. Denzel, look, top tier actor. There's no issue with that.
He give me like scene. All right, Nick, get out my
He's like, BBC. All right, nigga, get out my face. Hey,
all right, Nick, get out my face. I got stuff to do. You feel me? Denzel gives me he's Denzeling. I feel like Denzel should be a verb. He's Denzeling.
I don't know about all that, but he's a great actor.
If he's serving up good acting, it's some actors, I ain't gonna lie. And I felt like they got their inspiration from Denzel. For example, what's the show? Jeez, what's the show?
Give me a hint. Give me a clue.
Oh, it's on Hulu, but it was on Fox too. Which really, if it go between, if it's on Hulu, it's on Fox. Jeez, he was dating Lori Harvey for a second.
Idris Elba,
Snowfall. There we go. Now
that was on FX. I know. Yeah, Snowfall was dope. Not Idris Elba. What's that nigga name?
I did. And so if I'm gonna say if his acting inspiration came from partially anybody, it would be Denzel. And tell me,
I wouldn't look for the little bit of TV shows that I do watch. I wouldn't give him that. He's a British actor. He reminds me more of Idris Elba. That's why it popped in my head. I think his name is very similar to Idris.
He gave me a little bit of him too, but when it came to certain scenes, he gave me Denzel.
Okay, I'm not arguing with it. I'm just saying, like.
I can also say, because you can look this up on the internet, that he already said that was one of his inspirations, but I digress. But he gave me a little Denzel because Denzel should be a verb. Anyway, so to speak, though, on the casting tip, if it wasn't for Denzel's acting, I'd be like, what are y'all doing? because Denzel was not serving look-wise Malcolm X. I don't care how much you try to dress it up, pretty it up, all of that good stuff, but because of
that's
his
weird to me because. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
but because of his acting, because he gave a stellar performance. You feel me?
Well, this is only my thing. In my mind, I think I only know visually in my mental 2 pictures of Malcolm X. And the one only stands out more because I related to BDP, Boogie Down Productions. Malcolm X looking out the window with the AK. And then there's the other one, he's on like a podium and the whole Plymouth Rock and all that stuff. Those are the 2 visuals in my mental. I'll be dead ass honest that I have of Malcolm X.
Right.
I have way more visuals of Martin Luther King, oddly enough, but I think I've been shown in my lifetime too much of Martin Luther King. No disrespect to Martin Luther King, but I'm just saying that visually in my head, I think I'm like, I have 2 visual things, so I can't argue of how Denzel looked.
And see, this is where we differ because again, Mason Dixon. Okay. So some of this, some of that, right? I've always had multiple pictures of Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. You feel me? So it's just like, because of that, this is why I said what I said. You feel me?
Okay. Look, I'm from Georgia. Martin Luther King was in Georgia. Maybe that's the reason I know visually what Martin Luther King looks like a lot more than I know what Malcolm X looks like.
But I ain't want to be the one to say it. Like, all right, well, you in Georgia, so of course you saw all the visuals of Martin Luther King, like for sure.
But if I can add my comments to the Malcolm X movie. Malcolm X movie was extremely interesting because I can't remember how old I was, but that was the thing that about being a docile Negro and being a you hit me, I'm gonna hit you back Negro. The world I grew up in, you hit me, I'm gonna hit you back.
Right.
I didn't grow up generally with the whole turn the cheek and all that and peaceful protests and look.
Right.
Somebody beat them like they stole your money, beat them like they owe you money. That's the world I grew up in, so that's what I know. But that was the first time I've seen somebody. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I said, "Hey, you Big Purple, go ahead."
Oh, hey, you Big Purple. But that's the first time that I seen it on the screen put a certain way. And the one thing I always remember, but it's the classic scene in the movie, me understanding like, man, this dude has so much power. Because the one scene, I don't know how true it is, when they were protesting, he does the stop,
the line,
and then wait, and then let's go. He didn't say nothing, he just did it. I'm like, but that's like being in the military. You just follow and do.
You feel injustice?
Yeah, that's all he did.
You feel
he did stop, wait.
That was real.
Let's go. That's all he did. And to me, that was like a scene that I have never forgot to this day.
Right.
I love it because it's good and bad at the same time. I love it because that's Black people being on a certain accord and understanding and staying on script.
Discipline.
But then that's also a bad thing because if some people stay on script all the time, you can get led astray. That's the thing you don't want to do.
No one man should have all that power.
Kanye, or whoever said it before Kanye. And the only other thing that it always resonates with me is I remember right after that, that's when the whole X hats and everything came out, and I was fully into that. I was minimal radicalized about that. I had the Black Power hat with the fist, the X.
Niggas was most righteous right about is that.
I wasn't on the righteous tip. That's probably why I really didn't vibe with like basically it's like that weird era between Native Tongues and like Jungle Brothers and Queen Latifah. I was somewhere close to that, but that wasn't really me. But I like the attire.
It was a weird time around that time. And what I was gonna say with that is if we could relate clothes fashion for that time.
Yeah.
Cross colors was definitely big around that time.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, cross colors.
use, guess, just a few brands just to throw in there real quick about what was going on in that time. New Jack Swing was heavy. It was a lot of things that was going on around that time, but Spike Lee was in his prime.
Yes, yeah.
He was in his prime.
You know, actually, think about this in a certain way. Between Spike Lee doing a movie about Malcolm X biography, between New Jack Swing as in the music style coming out, and then the movie New Jack City coming out, and that weird, because it was also kind of in that era of the drug war happening.
Right.
That was it. And being young, that is an interesting, because I'm like, there were so many things I could like, all right. On my mother's side of my family, I have a bunch of uncles.
Right.
I had a grading of uncles. I had a criminal uncle. Look, I see him every once in a while in and out of jail, but he had all the cool stuff. And I'm talking about guns and stuff. Then I had my uncle that was my favorite. He was the closest age to me. I can relate to him more because he played the music, had the fashion and stuff.
Right.
Then I had my other uncle that was just a drug addict per se. It was like so many gradients that even with me thinking about all that time, it was like all of those things mixed into one.
Right. I think yeah, so likewise, you feel me? We all have I don't know how to word them, but we all have our junkie aunt to knuckles. I've had the pleasure of having both. The mispleasure. It's not a pleasure, but
so
I've had a parent who was addicted to, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, you feel me? You get your, but I think that's just one of the many things that come within the Black community, you feel me? But at that time, my parent that raised me, she raised me up, and so yeah, you feel me? And then she got with a sick ass clique, and they went all out, and yeah, and even within that clique, we had our little, you know what I mean? But we're family at the end of the day. You feel me?
Well,
so
only because you hit a rap lyric, I will say underrated rapper Fiend from No Limit. Name of his album was his rap name was Fiend. He said his album was called Every Family Has One.
Every
one of my favorite albums from the No Limit era.
Because everybody got one of something. You got the cool ass cousin, you got the cool ass aunt, you got the fucking crackhead cousin or uncle or whatever they gonna be. You got the grandma. The grandmother here, the one that I had, her name was Lolly, and she was a gangster. Don't ever. This is why I am part of who I am. She was a gangster. Shout out to Lolly. God rest her soul. But
hey, you big part.
Hey, you. Oh yeah, wait, we ain't even talking about.
I've been doing this the whole time, and you ain't paid attention.
Hold on, I was trying to be like humble a little bit, but I peep game. You feel? I mean, we gotta get that back on the screen. Hey, you big part. But Lolly, she was a gangster. Yes, hey, you big part. I like it. Let's go. Hey, you big part. Merch. I like it. But
I still gotta use some pictures though, but I almost forgot that I had it because remember I didn't check my mail. You told me to check my mail. I checked my mail, it was there, but I was running around doing errands today and shit. So shit, I could put it on for the show, but I didn't send you no pictures. But I'll try to make that happen.
Yeah, I need a pic, like you know what I mean. I gotta show it.
No, I'm gonna take some old school pics. I'm gonna like pose in front of my car and shit. Do like Run DMC.
All right, but Lolly, she was that, and she was a gangster, and didn't know like everybody in the hood knew it, like she was that. So, big shout out to Lolly. But
shout out to Lolly. Hey, you big her.
and you Big Pun. Everybody had one. It's one in every family, and it is what it is. You just accept it for what it is. It's family. It's love. It's a beautiful thing. But Malcolm X was interesting. It was an interesting film. It was. And like I said, it was based upon the biography. This is why you gotta dig a little deeper. I always like to dig a little deeper.
The only other thing I remember about that movie, it was long. That's the only other thing. For some reason, in my mind, I remember it was long.
It's long as fuck. I like historical content though, so I sat through it just like I sat through Roots. Roots
was a mini series over a couple of days.
I sat through Queen, which was the joint about his grandmother on the other side, who was the mulatto. I sat through a lot of. I like historical content, so there's some shit I sit through, and historical shit I sit through.
Okay, cool.
Like history. You gotta know where you came from to know where you're going.
And if you don't know history, you probably be destined to repeat it. So be careful.
Exactly. So it's just good to know some things. I don't know all, but I know some things. That's what makes me good at telling other people's business, because I know some things. Like I probably would have got in trouble back in them times because I be knowing some things. And I would have tried to blackmail everybody. Well, listen, Massa. Here's what I know, and here's what we know I know.
Look, nah, I'm more violent than it. I'd be like, just kill them. No point. Look, we can kill them. We can act like the plantation hanging from the tree.
Because it's just, I got a slick mouth, and it's good for me to be in the know. They would have got me a long time ago. I'm tired of this bitch. Hang her ass up from the tree. This bitch know all our business.
I'd have been like, look. Hey, look, who know how to read, who know how to write letters, we can kill them all, just live on this plantation, act like they still there. Nobody would never know.
Trust me, I'm getting all that intel too, because how you think I know everybody's business? Well, if I know everybody's business, then I'm knowing how to read. Like, what y'all playing? Y'all playing with the girl.
Look, I'm a strategist. That's what I be on. I'm like, nah, look, if I don't know how to read, who know how to read? All right, can you write too? All right, you need to read what the other letters say. You need to be the person that can write. We can kill them, and we just act like they still here, and we just look. We making food for us. We still sending out products, and we still just living.
Being nosy. You feel me? And I feel like JoJo, my daughter. I'm sorry, y'all don't know that I call her JoJo. Her name, whatever. Her name is JoJo. That's my JoJo butt. But I feel like they would have hung us early because we just like, all right, listen, we don't care. They would have got us early. So I don't know that we would have strayed. They just would have been like, oh, these two little bitches, just hang them, strap them up.
Nah, it would have been more of I had to figure something out real quick. Like if I caught game, like I'm a slave.
Hang these two bitches up right now because they already on they ones and they twos. And we do got strategy, but these bitches trying to play. You said we would have been in trouble. We would have died early.
Wait, hold up. Then I have to. We've been around a little
one
bit.
Is dark skin and the other one is red. It's just like crazy. Huh?
Well, this is the question because we're veering off a little bit, but it's going off the Malcolm X movie that we picked. If I said, "Hey, look, there's a plan that's going on. You just got to keep Mom's word for a bit, but we about to kind of fix this." Cool. All right, cool. That's all I'm asking. Look, give me time to work. Give me time to work.
Follow her bag and get into the next level of things. So if we could figure it out, if it sounds like this is the whole thing, though. You ready?
Yes.
Everything must seem logical to me, not to everybody else. What everybody else thinks. It gotta seem rational, and logical. And some critical thinking has to be a part of the plan for me to go. No. Listen, Because this is the thing that everybody gets me messed up. It's just I'm just a logical thinker, and so maybe you got a plan, but maybe I could tweak it so that we might not all the way get caught. You feel me?
No, communication is key. That's cool.
You feel
But
me?
my thing is, if we're in an illogical situation,
as long as it's logical and we're using critical thinking, I'm with the shit.
But the key part is, if we're in an illogical situation, sometimes we got to do illogical things just to make something happen. And I'm like, hey,
in
no.
an illogical situation, then we need to think a logical method out of the situation so that we're not in an illogical situation.
People that do brutality are illogical.
Yeah,
they just want power.
So we gotta outsmart them stupid bitches instead of trying to follow in their stupidity.
Or just do the full violence thing, but hey, here nor there. we drift off. Do you want to do one more? Or?
So no, we gotta get to the love notes because we gotta get to this.
Well, I'm gonna put up the love notes. I get a chance to re-up, and then we go to the final exam.
We gotta get to this final exam. I'm afraid of, but let's go. We gotta get to love
You
notes.
always scared. You got it, cat. You look. Hey, you big purr. You got it, girl. Mask on.
Anyway, so love notes.
Right,
how we come to this lovely title of love notes. I used to call it love. Doc, he went to go refill, but he called it show notes, and he said they were the size of a composition notebook. They were not. They absolutely were not. They were. It was a nice stack of papers, though. But at the end of the day, we came to a compromise to where as though we call them love notes. And I went green. I no longer have the stack of papers. Now we just do it on the screen. So let me get to my love. Let's get to the love. Love. Big shout out to my top 6: the United States, the United Kingdom, India, France, Canada, and Belgium, specifically France and Brussels. Hi, honeys. I love you. Thank you. I love you so much. Russia, Indonesia, Japan, New Zealand, Australia, Turkey, Switzerland, Germany, Mexico, Austria, Philippines, and Kenya. Hi, babies. I love you. Oh my gosh, I love you so much. Pakistan, Romania, South Africa, Nigeria, Brazil, Netherlands, Singapore, Spain, Ireland, and Nepal. I love you all. I love you so much. Thank you for the love. Mauritius, Israel, Hong Kong, China, Poland, Tunisia, Venezuela, baby, the Czech Republic, Poland, and Portugal and Morocco. I said Poland. Portugal and Morocco. Hi, babies. I love you. Ghana, Finland, and Cameroon. Oh my gosh, I love you too, booze. Oh my gosh, there's so many of you guys. This is why we got rid of the stack of papers, because I didn't want Doc talking about me. Hi, baby. I didn't want Doc talking about me too much.
Never that.
Hey, you big purr. We had to go green because Doc was really having an issue with my composition notebook.
All right.
So we are getting to this final exam of the year. Shall you introduce?
Yes. The final exam in the year that you selected is 2001.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm afraid. Why did I choose 2001? This is
it was a cool year, actually. It wasn't that bad.
It's a weird year. I was in my weird. Maybe it's a weird year for me because I was in my weird zone. I kind of had veered off to like my alternative rock era too. Like it was weird. Anyway, so
well, that was around that time when the hip hop was getting heavy mixed with all that stuff. Wasn't it when they tried to do Woodstock again?
Kind of, sort of. I believe it was 2001.
Yeah, I think it was that same time.
Also, it was a weird year because we had the tragedy of September 11th. It was just a weird.
True.
are
All
weird.
right,
But let's go. First one.
first one. Here you go.
First one. Okay. I don't know. It's like tragic.
Tragic. What's tragic?
It was tragic. All right, debuted solo in 2001 with featuring prominent guests like DMX and Snoop Dogg. Hold on. But initially received mixed reviews. Oh my gosh. So, okay, first question. I just got a question. So, the guest on the album of that particular song, the solo song, had DMX and Snoop Dogg on it.
So this person, when you give me a year, I usually pick the album that this person debuted. So when this person debuted, they had,
So it's a whole album.
whole album.
Okay. All right.
And when they debuted, even though we ready for number 2. Do you even, are you even close to anything? You have any idea yet? Where you at?
I'm not comfortable with saying that right now. Can we go to number 2?
Number 2? Number 2.
I'm gonna leave this on the screen for right now, bro. Okay. All right. Oh. All right. Oh. Wait.
I'm trying to do a little twisty turvy.
Honed his skills freestyling in Yonkers Street at the age of 12. Rising to rap stardom. Known for his smooth flow and introspective lyrics. Okay, I want to say this one person, but I'm not going to say it. Give me number 3.
All right, number 3. There is no hint about a turkey baster in here.
No turkey basters. Oh my gosh. Beyond music, the artist invested in giving back to the community. He created a foundation focused on empowering and underserved you. Okay, sheesh. Yonkers.
This is only funny, and I made this because me and you always have this. When I went back and watched one of our originals to tap in, me and you had this debate between Wu-Tang and Trick Daddy, between Wu-Tang is for the kids and Trick Daddy love the kids. I went back and watched that episode. It was really funny to me.
Yonkers.
This is number 3.
Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm in like a Miss America pageant right now. Like,
what is your talent? If you could save one thing for the world, what would you do?
Give me number 4. Because I feel like, but I just don't want to.
All right. Number 4.
I'm really like.
Number 4.
Okay.
I think Kat playing with me. I think she already knows. She's just making me try to feel good about myself.
I feel like I really don't know. You have no clue how I feel right now.
I try to do a little twisty turvy.
This is twisty turvy and a lot. All right. In 2021, the lyrical maestro faced another hip hop heavyweight in the highly anticipated. Okay. All right.
Okay. Look, you win the number 4, so it gets super easier.
Because I only got 3 out of this situation right here.
And I kind of know where you got it from, but
listen. So it's only 3 in the situation that it could be.
Where do you next from?
I can narrow it down.
Where do you next from?
Huh?
Where's the next from?
Well, see, the three that I can narrow it down to are also from this place that DMX is from.
I think it's
So
weird you got 3, but all right, cool.
I got 3 because they're in a group together.
Okay.
4, really, if you want to go there. But this dude, he didn't do monumental feats, and he definitely, I want to say Jadakiss.
Is that your final answer?
It's not my final answer because I got 3 more that goes.
I need your final answer.
Okay.
You only got one
So
more clue, and I need your final answer. Unless you want the last clue.
Yes, this is not my final answer.
You said no, it's not your final answer?
It's my first guess. It's not my final answer.
First guess, not final answer. All right. Do you want your last clue then?
So that's not right.
I don't know. You tell me. This is the final step you take it.
Oh my gosh. Fine. Even though I'm going to find off my other 2. Did he start a juice bar? That's my other one, but
no, that would be too simple. I look, I know you're going with that one.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's only 4 that I can name off, and the other one he didn't touch them. I'm gonna go with Jadakiss.
Final answer?
I guess I don't have no choice.
You said you got 2 other guesses, but
this is Jadakiss Styles Spears.
Final answer?
A member of the Lox and final answer.
You can't do that.
I'm gonna go with Jadakiss, but
you gotta say final answer.
Final answer. Jesus Christ.
You are right. You win. Jadakiss is who it is.
But if it wasn't him, then it was Styles Spears. And he also made coffee too. He got a business with his father.
With his father.
And got skills too, which is crazy. All right, this is number 5. Considered among one of the skill registers because it's in the top 5. Yeah, I would have by that time.
The last part is the giveaway.
I would have said Jadakiss, but I was right anyway. So, but I was shooting Yonkers. If it ain't him, and if it ain't him, then it's him. And if it ain't him, he ain't really do. So this is a lie. All right. So.
And I was debating if I wanted to put the Yonkers part because I knew it was going to really target it, but I was trying to be a little bit fair that the first 2 was more vague in my opinion for you to answer. So I gave one a little bit earlier. Right. And then DMX should have been counted because I said DMX was a guest on their album. So that was just me trying to throw you off.
Right. But then it was like, and Snoop, I don't know. It's one of the 3. The Yonkers, at this point, it's one of the 3. 4, but 3. And that narrowed it down. And I'm going to shoot them off like Jadakiss first. But if we would have got to number 5, I would have got to say, the champ is here. That is the
current score. That is the current score. You are super winning.
The champ is here. Wait, what we got on here? I don't. What does this say? You know what?
I changed it. I said it's formerly co-host FCH.
Oh, I was like, this changes all the time on me. I just do whatever. The champ is here. This is what you need. This is what you need to understand. The champ is here. I am the champion. They got the album over there. I'm the champion, my friend. All right. Anyway, so some things I need to say. Let's see what Doc got on this. Worldwide, love them kids. On period. On period. We don't love the kids. Things I need to say.
If I add this in real quick. So his foundation is called Kiss the Kids, by the way.
Kiss the Kids.
And when I read that and found that out, I was like, we just had an argument, because not an argument, but when I was looking at them, like, we had this disagreement about Wu-Tang's For the Kids, Trick Daddy Love the Kids. It's funny, his foundation is called Kiss the Kids, Jada Kiss.
It's all about the kids at the end of the day. Listen, and what I say at the end of every show, it's about the kids. It's crucial. You can join the conversation too. I encourage you to try to take me off of my little throne, because I'm the champ. I've been giving it up for seasons. I've been giving it up, and I need y'all to like challenge me, because I don't feel the challenge, even though Doc be giving me some, I'm afraid of the final exam. But if you feel like you can beat me, then I encourage you to join in the conversation. Drop a comment, call in, text 443-850-4828, 443-850-4828. Or you can ask me to drop the link, and I will, if you're on your best behavior. Otherwise, I'm not doing it. That's why I said I might. I'm just... if you need to contact us for any situation, contact at Ambitiously ENT. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to this podcast, and join the coffee community so we can get this Discord popping, so we can really get it. Like, listen, you already know what I'm getting ready to say. Check out the website. It'll lead you to everything. The website is the key. It's like the sword in the stone. Just head to the website, www.ambitiouslyent.com, www.ambitiouslyent.com. Big shout out to our DJ, Go DJ, because that's my DJ. He working. Leave him alone. Let him do what he do. I don't make myself a part of it. I let him just mastermind. Sometimes he surprises me. Sometimes he just makes me emotional. I don't know. So just leave him alone and let him work his magic. It works good over here. You'd like to donate, $ capital LURLUCIDITY, Lord Lucidity, to lure them in, allure to lure, bring them in, lucid, clearly, bring them in clearly. We don't transparent over here. Bring them in the clear one. That's how we get down. Let us know how you feel about the mixes, and it is some time. Let me see. It just see. We got top flight. Don't mess with the top 5 dead or alive. I'm just saying, Jada, and we are doing a Thorough Thursday this week. We are absolutely doing it this week.
Oh, really?
And just for the sake of the fact that we brought Jada into the conversation, he does make a cameo or two in a few videos that I have in my lineup. So we're going to play him because I feel like, it's like an outfit. It match up. So it is what it is. Hey, you big pro. I like how this shirt is looking. Looking top. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Whatever. Wait till you see me in mine. Whatever. I'm right. I'll talk about that later. Anyway, I got some things in the chamber though. Trust me. Hey, you big pro. I like how that's looking on you, Doc. It's looking cute. It's looking real cute. All right. So mind your business. It's stuff on Media Monday. Sometimes on the tap, and I don't even know where we be going at this point. It's fun. That's all I do know. It's fun. It's amazing, and I like what we doing right now. And then definitely on Wednesdays, tomorrow, be here because I gotta finish digging in just lanes behind. I just wanted to know that I had the facts. Although Shorty was a little suspect. The other one. Not the first Virginia, the second.
The second one, yes.
Yeah, she was suspect. But we gonna. It's a lot more to cover, so we're gonna finish getting into that. Because it's a lot of. It's not just the two Virginias. There's some other chicks.
I know we slightly over time, but I did make a hand of look. If you want to do a wiretapping or a wiretap, I would love to give you a retort on some of the things that you were saying with the case because I was like, wait a minute. I know girls like this.
Want to come on tomorrow? We could do that tomorrow because we got some more things to get into.
This is your platform. This is your show. Baby. I thought that was a cool name called a wiretap because I do the tap in with you and you do the wet and wire. They call a wiretap and it's about court cases.
See how it play out tomorrow, and then that might be a thing. That might be a thing. You coming on tomorrow?
Only because the second Virginia, it was like hold up,
baby. That's like a whole soap opera over here, like reading child. Second Virginia, that's what we're gonna call her. Second Virginia.
Wow. I don't know if I don't record it saying my real thoughts about the second Virginia because
all right,
I got people that I know.
Let's get into it tomorrow. I think.
Well, I'll let you make the decision. Look, I thought the name was cool, the wiretap, because it's a mix. But
we can get into that tomorrow and see how that play out. But yeah, the second Virginia, honey. Child. Anyway, so the second Virginia child. So we, as you can see, we get into people's business on why Wednesdays as well. But we might gotta turn that into a wiretap when Doc comes through. But other than that, mind your business. It's a safe way to live your life. It's amazing that way. Minding your business, come over here and we'll be nosy together, but otherwise mind your business. Love your babies, hug your babies, everybody for the kids, everybody love the kids, and we kiss the kids. It's just amazing. It's amazing. Tell them, encourage them, tell them that they are every freaking thing, that they are the GOAT. Oh my gosh, let me get this on the screen. That they are the GOAT. They are the greatest of all times. They need that encouragement, you big purr. And you are the first line of that encouragement, love, and all the greatness for them. If they want to work for NASA, no, I have not put the telescope together yet. But if they want to work for NASA, then tell them to be the best astronaut, engineer, receptionist, freaking janitor, secretary, or whatever else they do over there in NASA. This space. We know that they deal with space. Just whatever the case may be, just tell them be great at it. If they want to work for NASCAR, then tell them be the best NASCAR driver, pit boss, commentator, whatever the hell else they do over there at NASCAR. I don't know. They drive fast. That's all I need to know. If you got a need for speed, that's where you need to be at. But the point is, tell them that they are the greatest of all times and that they can do whatever it is that they set their minds to. Don't be getting in my lane, yo. Stay in your woods. Don't get in my lane. I promise you, hold on, because it get ugly when you jump into my lane, and we don't need that. So just stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. You jump in my lane, you're going to get her, and she not cute. Nor she friendly. You don't want her. You don't want her. You don't want her at all. She's not nice. You want her. She's nicely kind of cuddly and all that good stuff, or at least her. Hey, you big purr. Hey, you big purr. Let me tell you why you want her. Because if Cat is purring, Cat is a happy, happy girl. She is. Hey, big purr. But you don't want the first one. The first one is equals fucking. She's just not nice. And I'm not going to candy coat her to you. Like, I'm just telling you what she is. She stay in her little lane. You know, she stay back there her little lane until you keep poking her and then she jump out. and then it's nothing I could do at that point. But what usually happens is a collision when you jump to other people's lanes, and you don't need that. You don't need that. I don't know what's happening right now, but you don't need that. I don't need that for you. You don't need that for me. We don't need that for we. So just stay in your freaking lane. That's it. Don't worry about the small ass bullshit ass battles. Worry about the war. Mobb Deep been told y'all it's a war going on outside, and that no man is safe from it. So just worry about the war. Don't worry about the battles. Say bullshit. And be you. Be amazing, impressive, uniquely you. No, you can't be what everybody else wants you to be. All you can be is you. And that is my message for the night. I don't know.
Real quick, what's
What?
the next year you want?
I
gotta put on my notes. Hold on.
Shoot, I'm scared. Okay. 93.
Ooh. Impressionable years.
I'm jumping out there.
Nah, that's impressionable years. That's like beginning of high school. Look,
I'm jumping out there. I'm just jumping. I'm scared of what
impressionable years. Look, you was right. About to know that you got freedom. You can get the license. You can be out and about and just doing whatever the fuck you want to do. Ooh, I get it. But okay. I do want to put a bug in you about something. We don't have to talk about it here, but I'm probably gonna email you about certain things about certain stuff. But.
Yeah, that would. Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie to you. If it's not in the email, I'm probably gonna forget it. I don't know. I don't know what that is. But anyway, the email is the best way to communicate for me. I ain't gonna lie. Anyway, so we about to get up out of here. I am still the champ. Come knock me off of my pedestal, not my throne. You can never, but my pedestal. Cause boop, 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 boop. The champ is here. Anyway,
flexing on you, hater. See.
All right, I gotta get out of here. Doc, thank you as usual, Honeybee.
Thank you for having me. I greatly appreciate it.
All right, I gotta go. Bye, y'all. Hip Hop to be out.
Oh,